not big on that. I'm big on being with yourself. I believe all these fucking cameras and phones and shit, it takes you away from the most powerful thing in the world, which is your fucking mind. So I try hard to continue to grow that. I'm trying to break a record again. I'm trying to cross Death Valley as fast as possible, top of Mount Whitney. And I'm constantly trying to put goals in front of me. But the biggest thing is I'm trying to find more of myself. And the only way I can find more is to silence the world out as much as I can, because it's getting busier every day. It's getting faster. And the faster it gets, the more you are missing who the fuck you are. So I trap my own mind a lot and say, look, man, I put my phone away, I put shit away, and I go dark. I go dark a lot, and it's because I have to find out. I'm on a journey of life, and we all have a different journey. And I want to be in my fucking pine box, and I believe your spirit lives forever. It has to. It's too fucking powerful. No way in hell that thing just dies when you die. I want to be able to look back on my life when I'm all dead and be so fucking proud of myself forever. This is all temporary shit to me. I want to be forever proud of who I was as a man and change who I used to be. The liar, the insecure guy, the guy who can, whatever. I want to be proud. If I die now, if I die at 80, if I die at 90, 100, I want to look at myself and say, proud of myself.
Don't you think that also, like what we're saying, that because you've gone through so much struggle, you appreciate happiness, true happiness? Do you think that you appreciate discipline because you weren't disciplined? Do you think you appreciate the hard work you put in because you used to be weak?
Yes, I appreciate self-discipline.
Yes.
I never had, and the crazy thing about what, you say that, I didn't have a motherfucker come wake me up at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning and say, hey, you gotta get your shit in. I had no trainer. I didn't have a nutritionist. It was the self-discipline that I had to survive, to not survive, I was weak, to thrive. No one said, hey man, you're 297 pounds, man. I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna help, hey man, you're not smart. I'm gonna help you out. I had to work at all this shit. I had to overcome, and it self-disciplines everything. And if you don't have it, I don't look at you right, because I know you're capable of more. It's not discipline so much for me. It's all on you. It's all on you. The self part is what's big. We need... someone to hold people accountable. Fuck that shit, man. Fuck that shit. We count on people too much to get us through shit. And we look to our right, we look to our left, we're looking for help. And if you can build that self, you can build that total accountability in oneself. And it's not about being selfish. I'm trying to create a better me, so hopefully people who are hearing this are taking it the right way, can say, I can run a mile. It ain't about running 205 fucking miles, doing 4 hours, being a city. It ain't about all that shit. Shit doesn't matter. I want you to see how fucking far you can go. And that's all it's about, yourself. And that's where it all comes from.
Well, listen, I guarantee you've already done that. What you experienced from watching that television show, and what got you out the door, what got you to sort of take the first steps to change your life, what you experienced by watching Rocky, what you experienced, those moments of inspiration, those are critical for people. They need to know that someone's done something that's greater than what they can imagine themselves doing, and they want to take a step towards trying to be better.
Right.
That inspiration is gigantic, and sometimes it comes across as corny. People read too much of it online. It drowns out. You lose the meaning, gets lost. I mean, there's a lot of posers. There's a lot of people out there that they're pretending that they're trying to offer up inspiration or a true, honest account of their experiences, but really what they're trying to do is say something that's going to get likes.
Right.
You know, they're trying to say things that they think people are going to go, yeah, double high five.
Right.
You know, there's a thing that people are doing where they're just trying to just get social cred.
That's it. That's what social media is, man. I'm going to paint you the picture of my fake life.
Right.
I paint you a picture of my fucking real life.
Yeah.
Period. Like it or not, man.
But that real life is fuel for people.
Right.
It's fuel for me. I mean, I love that shit. I live off of it. There's a lot of people that I follow online, and you're one of them, that I can get something out of that. I could watch a short clip of you talking. I'm sure clips of this podcast, people are going to play these clips and go for fucking crazy runs afterwards.
Right. Well, I hope so.
Fuck yeah, they're gonna. So. You don't even have to hope. It's going to happen.
That's good. That's good.
What is this business you're doing?
Well, it's my own. Gauguin's LLC. Basically, I'm investing in myself. I'm investing in myself, and I hope that this story can change somebody's life. Not to be me, because it ain't about me, and I try to be as real as I can, because we're all fucking suffering in this world. We're all hurting, and I try to take away all titles you want to give me and let you know that I did not come from that shit. That's why I have to be so authentic and so real about my own insecurities, my own faults, just being a fucked up person. I'm not the best at anything. I'm not gifted. I'm just driven. And it's all about trying to share that message with people. This is all about, you know, I speak to a lot of people, and that's what I do now.
And how are you doing it as a business?
I do some motivational speaking, but, you know, right now, I'm not really trying to make a lot of fucking money. I'm just trying to build the brand as authentic as possible, because I don't want to build it too fast, because my biggest fear in life is people can read right through a motherfucker that's not real. I do it all the time. Like, a lot of people have these great quotes, and they mass produce. I can't mass produce something, man.
Right.
And they have these great quotes and shit, but are you living that, motherfucker? What you just quoted, and how powerful it may sound, are you getting up every fucking morning? It's not about working out, whatever. Are you really getting the fuck after? Are you just talking to motivate people?
Right.
And I don't want to be that guy.
Or are you talking to pretend that you're really getting after it?
And a lot of people make this big money over here to the side, which I haven't made a lot. And they talk this shit, and they're off this and it's gone.
Right.
They're not authentic at all, man. It's all this shit.
Right.
And I read it all the time, like, man, this guy ain't bullshit.
Right.
Bullshit, man. Fucking wake up, get after it, live what you're saying, and then it comes. People can see. When I talk, the reason I talk so fucking just passionate, because I'm reliving my fucking life. I'm reliving this morning when I got up. I didn't want to do that shit. I'm reliving everything I did, and I can't speak to you like all calm and shit. Shit sucks. It sucks, man. So whenever I start talking about, like, after this podcast, you'll see, man, God, you're so calm right now. What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm not going back through that shit, man. I'm not going back through the suffering and shit that it took to become who I am today. So I'm slowly trying to build this brand to the point where I can slowly, hopefully, make people from motivated to driven, because motivation is crap. It's shit. People right now, maybe listen to this shit, they'll be motivated to go run. If it's cold somewhere where they're at, a lot of motherfuckers will shut that door, go back inside. That's motivation. It comes and go as how you feel. If you and your wife are good, if you and your kids are good, if you're good at work, you're motivated. I like a motherfucker whose life is imploded, ain't got shit in life, and says, I still gotta fucking get after it today, man. That's what it's about. So that's when you move from motivation to driven to obsessed. And I want people to realize, once you get to this person over here, the driven, obsessed part, you're unstoppable.
This commitment that you have to authenticity is one of the reasons why people are connected to what your message is. That's one of the reasons why what you're saying, you don't want to grow it too fast. You don't want it to be bullshit. You're terrified of that thing. Just like we were talking about with weak people. You're terrified of seeing that weakness in yourself.
Right.
You know, we all see that. We've all seen motivational things that are bullshit. We've all talked to people that are talking, and you realize there's nothing really that they're connected to. They're not really connected to their words. Their words are just a bunch of words they've pieced together because they sound like something that someone who's, you know, enlightened on the subject would say.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't connect
at all.
So your struggle now is to try to figure out how to stay you and get the message out, but still be fully connected to that message.
Right. That's, you know, and it's not so much a struggle because I'm not really about, I'm not driven by the business. I'm not driven by trying to be, I make a very small salary from being retired from the military. That's all I need. So I'm not fast to, I'm a minimalist motherfucker. Give me a backpack, a fucking ground to sleep on, and a pull-up bar, and a fucking, some running shoes, and a Subway sandwich or some shit, and I'm fucking straight. So it's, I believe in patience. I'm a patient dude. I can watch a piece of grass grow for 20 years because I know that it's just how you get somewhere in life. By being that monk-like mentality and being able to watch something grow very calmly, patiently. And that's all I'm doing right now. It's not about money. It's not about people knowing me. I don't care if you like me. Whoever wants to hear this, it's out there. It's out there.
So your goal is to grow this.
Right. Slowly. Very slowly.
And your goal is to grow this in order to impact people?
Period. That's it. It's not about me.
What do you get out of impacting people?
It's a good question. I don't get anything out of it. I'm a tool.
But you must get something. There must be personal satisfaction. There must be a connection to those people. It must be enriching to you.
It's hard to connect with people because there's quite a few now that are coming in.
Right.
It's my duty. It's my duty to share my. It's kind of like it's somebody who discovered a new earth, you know, and discovered the people on it, and the water source and the food source. I discovered a whole nother part of your fucking brain that a lot of people don't even know about. It's my job by being on this journey and being the discovery person and being the person that maybe I didn't discover this part. I discovered a very important part that I haven't met many people that have discovered this part. I'm sure there's a lot out there. But it's my job now to take these weak people in the category that I was in and say, stop reading the bullshit. Stop listening to the bullshit. And if my story of success can impact somebody, it is my job, it's my duty to share the story. As much as I'm not really fond of it, I'm the kind of guy that wants to sit in the fucking room and just be me. Just be me, alone, by myself. It's who I am. But I have to get uncomfortable and tell people all this shit. You think it feels good telling people I had a fourth grade reading level in high school? I stuttered. I lied to people to be their fucking friends. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good at all. But maybe someone's doing the same shit. And maybe they can realize, wow, that motherfucker was a piece of shit. And he fucking now is a Navy SEAL, retired guy, and runs these miles and was 297 pounds and pathetic fucker. And wow. And people say, why are you talking so? It's the fucking truth. I was a fucking pathetic motherfucker, man. People cannot say that to themselves. We have to choose these great fucking magical words that make people feel good. Tell yourself the truth. If someone calls you fucking fat, they may be bullying you, but you might be fucking fat. Someone calls you dumb, It's mean, but you might be fucking dumb. It's life, man. Take it for what it's worth and change it.
And that terrible feeling when someone does tell you that you're fat, you can use that as fuel.
As fuel, period. And that's all this is about. And where it goes, if it goes somewhere and whatever, you know, I don't give a shit.
Well, you said something that I think of when I run, and it's that most people quit at 40%.
That's it. That's my 40% rule, man.
I love that quote.
That's my 40% rule, man. And I really developed that through my heart surgeries, and I developed that through that first 100-mile run. Is I thought I had given 100%. When I was on that chair at mile 70, I was fucked up. I thought I'd given 100%. And to go that last, I go, man, I wasn't even near 100%. So I came up with this thing called the 40% rule. It's basically where it's like a car. You put a governor on a car. And let's say the car can go 130. That governor stops the car at 91. And you're driving thinking, man, I want to fucking floor it, but I can't go any faster. We do that to our brain. We put a governor on our brain. The second we feel pain, discomfort, suffering, all those words that we hate to say because we have this happy, peaceful world we live in now, we stop. We slow down. And if you can get through these different barriers and gain 5%, 2%, 3%, that 40% becomes 60. That 60% becomes 70 and 80 and 90. And then you'll hopefully one day near 100. I don't know many people who are probably at 100. We think we're there, but there's so much more.
Isn't 100 at death's door, though?
I love that. I think it's true. I think that's 100% true.
I think when you were laying in that tub, you'd knocked on the door.
That is 100% true. No one has ever, that is 100% truth. I didn't give 100% in that 101-mile run I did for the first time. So that's the scary thing. That's the scariest thing in the world. I didn't die.
You probably gave 99.99999 and got out of there with your life.
I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
Man, dude, I don't know how to end this any better than that. So let's just wrap this up. If people want to find your stuff, what's the best place to go and look for it?
I'm just at David Goggins, man. Social media, on Instagram, Facebook. I don't tweet that much stuff out because I write messages, and I always link that on Twitter to my Facebook and Instagram. But it's just at David Goggins.
It was an honor and a privilege, brother.
Thanks a lot,
Thank you very
Joe.
much, man.
Appreciate
I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
David Goggins, ladies and gentlemen. Go after it, you motherfuckers! Come on! Dude, if that doesn't fire people up...